Hey everybody, I am on for the midweek message reveal Wednesday, September 6th. I almost said August. Time is creeping by here, isn't it? But what's so interesting is that we are in a kind of slowdown energetically with everything in retrograde. We even just had Venus turn direct, but whoops, right? The next day, Jupiter went retrograde to be back into that seventh planet that we have perceiving itself to be going backwards. And retrogrades, again, as we've said, since we've been in this for a hot minute, is where we are reflecting. We're having an opportunity to reevaluate and slow down. And Jupiter is always amplifying and expanding anything that it deals with. So Jupiter has gone retrograde in Taurus, and Taurus being the planet of the sensual, material, very earthbound sign, is going to be exacerbated by Jupiter in both its positive and negative ways, its shadow and its light in Taurus. So what this is going to be experiencing through our reality is kind of a check on the things that are materialistic that need a review. So that would be, your home space, maybe your finances, or is everything in working order? Like, has there been a plan for self-care? Have you been taking care of you? All of the things need to be, ticked off the boxes. And conversely, it'll also have us shining a light on the things that are in excess, or maybe where we've been, overindulging, or we haven't put up a boundary, or maybe we're just avoiding. So that's going to be highlighted here in the circumstances that we're experiencing through these retrogrades, but especially with Jupiter. And that'll be until the end of the year. So with all of that happening, there's been a lot of introspection, and that's what this period of time is designed for, is for us to be able to stop and reevaluate. And everyone is dealing with a version of this in some degree. And that's what the cards are showing too. So the intention that I put out this week was like, what is it that we can do to kind of like work with this energy? What's happening with everyone? So let's just jump right into the cards. All right. So if you chose one, your card is Amaru. So 26, this card is beautiful in all of its horizontalness. Okay. And it says the beautiful place. Now, a 26, that's an 8. And 8s have to do with abundance. What's happening here with you, one, is that you're in a state of expansion where you're kind of feeling into both sides of yourself. The part of you that wants to stand up and do something and have a meaningful, purposeful stance in all of the areas of your life. And then there's another side of you that's kind of like, I just want to break free. I want to run for the hills. I want to feel the wind in my hair and be expansive and not have to deal with any of my responsibilities. So it's very much a daydreaming aspect that has just been kind of in your zone lately. So maybe you find yourself kind of checking out, maybe tunneling a little bit, maybe in a space where you feel that you're not able to give too much attention for too long without needing to pause or do something else. You might be scrolling a lot, or really finding yourself kind of not present. So needing to get into that present state is going to get you to the freedom that you're seeking. And also, this is a time for nurturing, and nurturing comes across all of the cards too. I do feel that some of it is because Venus has gone direct, and that's a very feminine sign that wants to take care of and wants to bring out the most beautiful aspects of how we love and how we connect with one another and with our inner being. So there is an aspect here that's happening. And Amaru is the Aboriginal word for paradise. So how can you create? The guidance here would be, for one, how can you create more of that possible paradise within your day at these times? What are some things that are kind of inhibiting you from really accessing that peace? Because you have it within you. And if it's something that you're seeking, then it's something that you've already put out that momentum towards, that this is a desire that I want, and that desire is out there, so it has to come back around. And how do you make yourself at this time most receptive to receive? And through that is a lot of self-care that needs to kind of come up. You really need to make sure that you're taking care of yourself so you can get to a space where your brain can kind of allow for more expansion of what you can hold on to, because your body is also experiencing some stress. And that stress is difficult to mitigate when you're not able to be fully present. So you're going to respond to stress in different ways. And that would be in maybe overdoing it or underdoing it, maybe not taking care of yourself, just getting up and rolling out of bed and pounding a bunch of coffee and just going to work and not, stopping and eating breakfast, allowing yourself to greet the day with a little gratitude or even say hi to yourself, allowing yourself a gentle wake up. All right, so I'm going to move on to 2. Group 2, if you chose 2, your card is Keitiaki. This is the Earth Warriors Oracle. So again, I don't necessarily read the cards that are the way that they're with the book or anything like that, but I do take into suggestion some of the decks like this that are bringing forth a guardian. So in this case, it says Guardian of Papua-Tunaku. Yeah, we'll just scrap that. All right. And this is the Maori tribe's guardian of Mother Earth, okay, and how she is protected. So this is a 10. So 10 is a 1, and 1s have to do with manifestation. 1s in this case also have to do with the I am, the you, who you are, and your ultimate self. And you really are all there is. There is nothing else but you. Even though you're talking to me, I am just an aspect of you that you've created in order for you to receive information, okay? And to make this experience that much more grounded in a reality that we all agree on. And those are my beliefs, okay? So this is a getting back to center. This is an opportunity right now that you're in because you're experiencing a big slowdown. And the slowdown is kind of you against yourself and having a lot of things coming up around perfectionism, around pleasing, wanting to do it right, and getting very much stuck and caught in the details. And the details of things are important. Virgo energy that we're in is going to really kind of bring that inner critic to the forefront. You may be experiencing that. What this message is here for you is, for you group 2, is to know that you need to be the one that's on your own side. You need to be the one that is the centerpiece, okay? Really drawn to what's happening in the sacral and also what's happening in the throat. Those two, even though they're just shapes, they're really kind of pinging me. And that energy is wanting to come from a place of creation and also be able to communicate what it is that you need. If you're not able to sit with yourself for a little bit and go, what is it that I really want to bring into this experience? Because that's what life is about. It's about being fulfilled. It's about fulfilling yourself and feeling that you are contributing, feeling that you are connected, and knowing that you are all there is. But if you aren't able to verbalize or even stand in a space where you can say what it is that you want and need, you can't get to a place of creation because it affects your ability to feel safe and secure. And we create best when we are well taken care of and prioritized and put in a place where you know your worth. And you can't really know your worth in any other way unless you're on your own side. So how can you come into a space where you are giving yourself that attention that you deserve? Can you make some time to really kind of sit with some of the things that you're experiencing? Can you catch yourself in a moment when you're nitpicking over something or how it was done or how you look or how, someone turned something in, and is it just so? It needed to look a certain way, be a certain way, or did it just get done? How can you kind of relinquish some control there and allow yourself to have a little less strain and more grace and space? Can you catch yourself in those moments and say, why does it have to be a certain way? Why can't it just be as it is? And see if you can get into a space of a little bit more allowance with yourself, because you are you. You are the only one. You're the only one that matters. So you need to take care of that. All right. Moving on to the last one, 3. So if you are 3 and your card is 3, your card is 11, which is a Yana vision. Get big Mother Mary vibes, also kind of paired with some Mona Lisa action happening here. I think it's more the little smile. So it says the way of the divine feminine revealed. So we all, regardless of gender or how you identify, have both a masculine and a feminine energy within us. It's what allows us to be balanced. And even on the sides of the body, the left side being the feminine, the right side being the masculine. The masculine side is the action, the doer, the externalizer, and the feminine is the nurturer, the receiver, the comfort. So what's happening here for you 3 is that you're in a space where you're needing some of your own compassion, and you're also needing to seek the support of others. It's been a difficult time for you to be able to socialize and to get the kind of pings that you need from other people lately. And a lot of that has to do with the slowdown that you're experiencing. Everyone's experiencing an own personal slowdown in some part. The message coming through is very much along the lines of, first, can you get into a space where you allow more understanding of what you're going through? And I guess you could call that compassion, but I think it's in a different way. It's more, there's a lot going on in the mind. So is there a way that you can, if you really want to think it through, because I feel like this group of people who chose this card are very much in a, wanting to logic it out. It feels better that way. Might have a lot of air signs, earth signs, that are wanting to kind of calculate this. And that energy is okay. Let yourself experience and make room for time to understand yourself, okay? Because the support that you need and the things that you're looking for in a state of reception can't get to you if you're trying to logic your way out of anything that makes you feel vulnerable. So any sort of vulnerability that comes up, any feeling or feelings, maybe you're feeling particularly crabby, or you're around people. Everyone lately has been a little on edge. So you might be kind of picking up some of that energy empathically and bringing that into your field. Where are you allowing yourself a space to say, okay, you know what? I need to give myself a break here. I need to take myself off the hook. I need to put down the need to structure everything or take care of everything, do, and be in a state of reception, because that's what's being activated is the divine feminine that wants to receive and wants to be in a place of softness and understands that through rest and grace that you give yourself is where the recuperation can happen, so you have more energy to get out of the slump that seems like it's a downgrade when really it's a very gradual plateau up. So you're working your way through. Don't worry, you're getting there. And it's an 11, so this has to do with manifestation. Great manifestation number. What you're wanting is coming and you're going towards it actually very gradually. But you can't really do anything about it aside from keep putting another step forward, okay? Keep one foot in front of the other. Try and stay in the moment as much as you can and allow yourself to be human. Allow yourself to receive help. Allow yourself to receive support. There you go. All right, those are the messages this week. Would love to hear how they landed for you, so please leave me some feedback. Would love to work with you as well, so reach out to me for a private session, private reading. Check my link, and I will check everybody next week. Have an awesome one. Peace out.